We begin tonight with the investigation into the death of Emily Pike. The 14-year-old girl was murdered, and her remains were discovered near Globe weeks after she went missing from a Mesa group home. There's been an outpouring of support from the indigenous community in the valley, raising awareness about her death. However, investigators have yet to bring a suspect into custody. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. For 12 News at 10, I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. Tonight, we're hearing directly from the Gila County Sheriff's Office as they continue to investigate her brutal murder. 12 News journalist Bianca Bono is live in the newsroom. And Bianca, we know there have been no arrests yet, but have officials at least identified a suspect or a person of interest?
They have not, but I'm told they're aggressively pursuing countless leads. And with the help of the FBI and Bureau of Indian Affairs, they hope to solve this disturbing case as quickly as possible. How often are you guys getting tips and leads at this point?
Our detectives are getting calls almost around the clock.
Lieutenant Jim Lottie is with the Gila County Sheriff's Office, the lead agency investigating the murder of 14-year-old Emily Pike. When you take into account the way in which Emily's remains were recovered and found, how does that impact your investigation?
It doesn't change how we investigate. It is definitely, in this particular case, I would use the description of a special kind of evil.
The 14-year-old girl with a contagious smile was a beloved member of the San Carlos Apache tribe. But on January 27th, she was last seen alive on foot near Mesa Drive and McKellips Road after leaving the Mesa group home where she lived.
There was some surveillance footage that the detectives are looking into.
What about the area where her remains were found?
In that area, that's such a rural area. There's like no housing, there's no businesses, it's just, forest.
2 weeks after she was last seen, Emily's remains were found off the US 60 near Globe, her head and torso in trash bags. But investigators say they don't believe that's where she was killed. This week, the Sheriff's Office announcing the FBI and Bureau of Indian Affairs are assisting in the investigation. Mike Anderson is a retired FBI special agent.
The FBI will be involved in interviewing family, friends, acquaintances for information. Even the smallest breadcrumb can result in investigative leads. They will also be looking at her electronic footprint.
Right now, there are no persons of interest, suspects, or arrests. Some of Emily's remains remain missing, though investigators have stated there is no active threat to the public. Given the fact that the person or people who did this are still out there, how can you assure public safety?
There isn't anything that we can point to say that, yes, there is a threat. We don't know yet, who our suspects are or the person of interest.
Emily's murder sending shockwaves throughout Indian country, sparking a greater conversation about missing and murdered Indigenous women, sharing Emily's name and story to ensure she is not forgotten.
The detective shared with me they're getting a lot of calls from people that are like, please don't let this case die, keep looking, and a lot of concern and care. And that's one of the things I would say to the people out there. Yes, we appreciate the concern and the care, and we have just as much as we pursue this investigation.
And Emily's cause of death is still being investigated by the medical examiner's office. I asked if detectives have recovered DNA evidence from the scene where Emily's remains were found. The lieutenant was unable to comment. If you have any information about what happened to Emily Pike, contact the Gila County Sheriff's Office. We're live in the newsroom. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
All right, Bianca, thank you.